Most people don't remember the house. There are no famous headlines about it, no viral videos, no documentaries, just a location and a story that quietly disappeared. But those who lived nearby never forgot what happened there. The house stood at the end of a quiet street. Nothing unusual about it at first glance. A normal structure, closed windows, a driveway that hadn't been used in years. But no one ever stayed there for long. Families moved in and then left, sometimes within weeks, sometimes overnight, without explanation. Neighbors began noticing patterns. Lights turning on late at night, even when no one was living there. Movement behind the curtains. Sounds when the house was supposed to be empty. At first, people assumed it was just imagination. Old buildings make noise. Wood shifts. Pipes echo. But then the reports became more specific. People described footsteps, doors closing, and something stranger, a constant feeling of being watched. One family, who stayed for less than a month, later described the same experience. They said the house never felt quiet. Even in silence, something felt wrong. The air felt heavy, and at night, sleep was almost impossible. Not because of sound, but because of the overwhelming sense that they were not alone. After they left, the house remained empty again. Years passed, and the place slowly became just another abandoned property. But the story didn't end there. Occasionally, someone would try to renovate it, clean it, prepare it for sale. Every time, the same thing happened. Workers would quit, tools would be left behind, and projects would stop suddenly. No official explanation, just silence. Locals stopped talking about it publicly, but privately they shared details. Small things, strange things. Lights turning on without electricity connected, doors that wouldn't stay closed, and shadows seen through the windows when no one was inside. One neighbor claimed they saw movement upstairs late one night, a figure standing still behind the glass. But when police checked the property, no one was there. No forced entry. No damage. Nothing. Over time, the house gained a reputation. Not as haunted, not officially, but as a place people avoided. Even during the day, delivery drivers refused to stop there. Buyers walked away after visiting once, and the property remained untouched. Then came the most disturbing part of the story. A security camera was installed facing the front yard, not by authorities, just by a nearby resident who wanted to understand what was happening. For weeks, nothing unusual appeared. Just wind, rain, empty space. Until one night, around 2:14 a.m., the camera recorded movement, the front door slowly opening. No one visible, no sound, just the door moving on its own. It stayed open for several seconds, then closed. The footage spread among a small group of locals, but it was never officially released. Some said it was staged, others believed it showed something unexplained, but no one could prove anything. The camera was later removed, and the recordings were lost. After that, interest faded again. Years passed. The house remained unoccupied, unchanged, and gradually, the story disappeared from public memory. But every so often, someone new would move into the area, and they would hear about it. A house at the end of the street, where people never stayed long, where lights sometimes appeared at night, where workers refused to finish their jobs, and where something never quite felt right. No investigation ever confirmed anything unusual. No official report labeled the house as dangerous. And yet no one chose to live there, because sometimes a place doesn't need proof. It doesn't need headlines. It doesn't need explanations. All it needs is a pattern. People arrive, people leave, and the house remains, waiting, silent, unchanged. And whatever happened there was never fully understood.